Look at this, folks. You see all these are all windmill blades. It's in the Casper Regional Landfill in Casper, Wyoming. 8,000 wind turbine blades, and they're going to bury them. It's I guess being green. That's the cost of being green. Hang in there, we'll talk about it. Yeah, folks, with this topic, I chose it because things aren't always what they seem to be, eh? I don't want this to turn out to be a gripe, but I read that our big city here in Ottawa, by 2030, I think they want the buses to be to be electric, and I know there's a big push for electrifying the automobile industry too, eh? But all this like batteries, I think. Okay, we'll just try to make it simple here. I think we're going down a rabbit hole with this. These batteries, okay, hang on, I'm gonna take, okay, this. Batteries in this form is ideal, okay? Before we used to have extension cords and for these drills, perfect. Soon as you start going big and putting them into vehicles, the weight is going against you. Even like for boat motors, you're starting to talk about, but for 1.5 hours of like pushing a boat, you need a battery that's like incredibly big. You don't have no problem with an electric motor to make torque compared to a gasoline engine, but the batteries to give you, like you take 20 gallons of gas, the size of that, and you compare that to a battery, well, you go much further with the 20 gallon of gas than you'll go with the battery. And the batteries, if you want the time for propulsion, whether it be on the road or in the water, you need a lot of weight. Like I think that Tesla battery weighs around 400 pounds. Okay, so just imagine putting that into a boat, and I think that the hydrogen is a way of the future, but I think we still have a long ways to go. The government's pushing electric, but I think there's a few missing links in here that we haven't covered yet. They should be going slower at it. Okay, like give incentive, but don't make it so that people have no more options, eh? Like like we're seeing right now is oil companies aren't reinvesting into drilling new wells and things like that because they see that the demand in the very near future won't be there. So why should they? What they're doing with their money is they're buying back shares, and they're giving dividends, extra dividends to their shareholders, with the money they're making. Right now it's profitable, but they're not reinvesting because the government, they're not giving the idea that there's going to be a future for them. It's all a head full for the solar and the wind turbines, and I don't know. I think even solar, the recycling of those panels, and it's just like those blades I just showed you. There's no solution that's close. It may be 30, 40 years from now, but I think they're going too fast at this. Electric cars up here in the cold country, it don't work. If it works for an hour, 2 hours, and then you get caught in the traffic when it's something like 10, 20 below zero. You get caught in traffic and you got your heat on, but you got to turn your heat off because you're running out of power and you won't get home. And if you get stranded on the highway, it's not a good story. I think, okay, electric there is good for small, okay, batteries. That's what not electric, batteries, okay? For stuff like this, drills, even like an auger for drilling for fishing on the ice, battery powered lawnmower, ideal, perfect. Like, do away with that gasoline engine, but to replace a vehicle with a gasoline engine, we're not there yet, and I think there has to be great improvement and I'm talking leaps and bounds into the batteries before, like this battery that'll power your vehicle for 3-4 hours weighs a ton. Well, not a ton, but it weighs too much, and that's one thing goes against the other, eh? So you gotta, and I'm not too sure about the recyclability of those batteries, eh? They say 95% of what's put into, that's what they're saying, their claim. But how green is that? You know, like it's one, like to recycle it, you need power, and is the power produced by oil, or it's always and whoever, the same as me, eh? I'm talking and I'm trying to sell you. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. That's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to make you think that I don't think we're going down. They're going too fast. That's all I'm trying to say. They're going too fast. It's everything has its time, and I think eventually we'll get there. But the missing link for the solar panels and the wind farms, I think the storage is the problem. Whether it be batteries or capacitor banks or whatever, storage is a problem. Like you can produce, but it's to store the power to have it when you need it. And as far as using it for like promenading around in your vehicle, with electrified vehicles, I'm not sure we're there yet. It's all right to make all kinds of claims, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, if you're just driving an hour to work and an hour back, well, you'll be all right. But don't try and leave, like me, my daughter lives 5.5 hours from here. Don't try to leave here and go to my daughter's place and then charge up down there. You'll never get there. You're going to have to stop on the way. And I'm not, like, there's a missing link. The reliability, everything has to be worked out before people will get on board with this. I think even a boat motor, like a smaller boat motor, could be electrified. I'm going to try a few things. We have a pedal boat, the camp. Well, I just taught it, you see. So I already said that, I'm gonna use this shoe, okay, and I'm gonna stick a 18-volt battery, and try to drive that, and then I'll just bring 2-3 batteries with me, eh? Well, I won't go too far. I just want to see how long one of those, and then I'll bring my Noco battery pack, and at the worst, or I'll bring a set of oars just in case I get stuck. I seen when I seen this fiberglass dump, if you want to call them. It's not you can't call that recycling when you're dumping these blades. They cut them up and then they just buried them. What's going to happen? That's going to stay for 1,000 years. I don't know if fiberglass even deteriorates in the ground. Probably not. So there's you're leaving something behind. You look at that and you think of nuclear, okay? And nuclear, other than the 3 Mile Island, Fujikumi, and the one in Russia there, or Ukraine, north of Ukraine, Chernobyl. Other than that, we've been doing good. And we've been using nuclear for 60 years now. So I think that's more. Sometimes before you change, everything has to be looked at, not just one side of the equation. Okay, that's it. I didn't want this to be a gripe. It's just I think we're going a little bit too fast with this electrification of vehicles and boats and everything else. I think we're doing good with the drills and the smaller stuff, even lawnmowers. Like you can tell in the last 5, 6, 10 years, we've made headway. We're into ice augers and we're into lawnmowers now with batteries, and they have to work on the batteries, and then eventually the rest will come. But not that fast. Okay, folks, that's just what I think. Comments are welcome as usual, and we'll see you in the next one.